Most business owners are chasing reviews the wrong way. They're sending out random text messages or begging old clients one by one to leave a review and then just hoping and praying that somebody actually follows through. So I'm going to share with you 3 simple tips on how to get more positive reviews for your business. Stick around till the end. I'm going to throw in a business tip in there I think you'll find quite helpful and not a lot of business owners know about. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jordan for those of you that are new here. Today I want to cover how to get more positive reviews for your business. And like I said earlier, I've got 3 tips along with a bonus tip I think you'll find helpful. So let's jump right in. So number 1, why reviews matter more than you think. A lot of business owners get this wrong. They think it's just about star ratings when that's really not even the case. Reviews actually affect where you show up in Google. They also affect tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, and what they say about you or your business. They also affect how many people click on your listing and then ultimately whether somebody even buys from you or not. So there's a lot more that goes into it than just simply getting the star rating there. And something I want you to note is the fact that 12 reviews at a 4.8 is always going to outperform or outconvert 200 reviews, 300 reviews, 500 reviews at, let's say, 3.9 every single time. It's just the fact of the matter. It's how it works. So it's not just volume here that's important. It's also going to be the sentiment. So businesses that are actively generating this reviews and systemizing all of this in some sort of campaign or a funnel are quietly dominating the ones that aren't. Tip number 2 is going to be ask at the right moment. And this is so crucial, especially in the review world. I'm going to first start off and tell you to avoid asking cold. And the reason why I say that is because if somebody were to reach out to you after a year of working together and they ask for a review, it's going to feel a little transactional and probably going to get ignored. Myself, for example, if I had bought a product from a company or maybe a service or I subscribe to some sort of software, chances are if they send me an email asking for a review like 6 months after the fact or even a year after the fact, there's no way I'm going to open that and leave a review, right? At that point, I'd probably maybe already forgotten about them, that I even used them, I bought their product, etc. So it's really just kind of a waste. On the contrary, I have left reviews for subscriptions, softwares, and even products because they've sent me reviews within the month. Some of them sent me within the week. It was same day even, depending on what kind of service or software it was. If it was a product, it was whenever it was shipped and delivered to me, I received that review form asking for my feedback. And I'm going to be much more likely to leave a review because it's still fresh in my mind. I'm still happy about the product. I'm still on kind of that euphoric high there of what I had just bought or what I had just experienced with maybe a specific software or subscription. And so that right time is going to look different for everybody. It's going to be a little bit subjective. But typically you want to ask right after a win. So that's going to be something like a project's been wrapped up. Maybe you're an ads agency and you were able to get really good ROS with a client of yours. At that point, you'd want to reach out and maybe ask for some sort of video testimonial or even just a quick review, some sort of feedback. Maybe in our case at Media Removal, anytime we get a piece of content removed, maybe we've been working at it for quite some time. If we were to get it removed, we then kind of ask for some sort of testimonial or review because the client is experiencing kind of that high, that joy that we've been able to achieve that milestone there. So it is subjective. Just kind of take note, stay proactive about it, and just know kind of when to ask your client based on the most recent wins. We want to strike when the iron is hot, as they say, I guess. We really want to be asking proactively after a win or some sort of deliverable or KPI that's been hit. And then tip number 3, one of the most important tips I think is make it as easy as possible. Guys, we don't want friction here. So the harder the process, the fewer reviews you get. Just plain and simple. It's how it works. I know with myself, if I have to go through my email, if I've got to search for a specific keyword or I've got to hunt for some sort of feedback form that, a client asked me to leave, odds are I'm just not going to do it. We're very busy. Your clients are busy. People are busy in general. They don't have time to be going through and trying to find your feedback form. So the easier you make it, the better off you're going to be and the happier your client's going to be because they know it's going to take them 30 seconds. So what I recommend is just sending a direct link, one click, lands exactly where they need to be, and it's going to be 30 seconds, maybe a minute of their time. They've left their review, you're happy, everybody wins. So I'd also test that. I'd get with some friends, family, even maybe coworkers. I'm not sure what your case is, but I would ask them to kind of review your current system or what funnel or whatever it is that you've got set up to collect reviews. and just kind of ask for honest feedback. You know, does this run smoothly? Did you feel that there was any sort of friction? At any point during the cycle, did you feel like just kind of Xing out of the page and leaving? Then that way it allows you to look at your system kind of from the outside in and then make any necessary changes. And then, of course, guys, I can't leave you hanging. Tip number 4, or the bonus tip here, is going to be set up an automated review system. Okay, so we have all the other ones. You're asking at the right time. You're removing all points of friction during the process, but all of that can be time consuming, right? And especially for one person, if you're one business owner, you're short on staff, short on time specifically, reaching out, asking reviews can just seem like a chore and an extra task, which just isn't a priority for you. We've actually built an automated review system in-house. And what that looks like is you have the opportunity to upload context, and they're going to be segmented by recency. So you have your last 30 days, maybe last 2 to 3 months, and then up to like 12 months. So it'll be broken up into hot leads, warm leads, or cold leads. In this case, it'll be clients, not leads. Then they'll be uploaded into a funnel, and it's going to be an automated email sequence. So it'll be roughly 4 to 5 emails depending on the temperature of that client. They'll be strategically spaced. It'll be soft points rather than just hard asks. And the client's going to click through to a landing page. They'll be prompted to either select the happy face or the sad face. Pretty self-explanatory, but if they had a good experience, they liked what they bought, or they liked the outcome, they're going to click on that happy face. And if they didn't, they'll click on that sad face. Now, here's where the interesting part comes in. We've integrated AI with this, so it is an AI-powered system. The AI is going to actually read the sentiment. So whether it's negative language that's being used, it's going to route it back to an internal feedback form. And then it's going to give you an opportunity to select that client and put them through what we call the recovery pipeline. And so that's going to give the client an opportunity to book a call with you, kind of a discovery call to see how you can make things right. And then allow yourself, of course, to improve your services, improve your platform, whatever the case is. And then at that point, the client might be more apt to be giving you a review if things do work out in the end. Any kind of positive sentiment, of course, will be routed straight to Google, Trustpilot, Facebook, Yelp, kind of your choice of platform there for where you prefer to store all of your reviews. And that's kind of the process in a nutshell, but it's super, super efficient, very easy, zero friction, and it makes your life 10 times easier. So we'd be happy to see how we can integrate that if it's something that makes sense for you and your business at this time, especially like I said, if you're short on time, short on staff, maybe you're a one-man show, or you just don't have a dedicated customer service rep to be handling all of the reviews, replies, things like that. So guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that jazz, and I will see you guys in the next one.